A PDC player has thrown away the chance at qualifying for the World Match Play by making some very strange decisions. Jim Williams is a Welsh player who began playing in the BDO in 2012 and made his Lakeside debut as the only male Welsh player in the 2014 event, where he lost to Dave Prince. He missed Lakeside the following year, but appeared in the BDO Worlds every year between 2016 and 2020, which was the final edition of the event. In the last three tournaments, he reached the quarters, then the semis, and then the final, where he was beaten by Wayne Warren. Back in 2019, he won a BDO major at the World Trophy. Following the 2020 BDO World Final, he attempted to secure a PDC Tour card, but he failed to make it past the last 32 on any day of Q School. He played in the 2020 Challenge Tour, where he finished 6th, 4 places off of the tour card slots. It was around this point that he revealed he had just set up a joinery business of his own.
I've recently just gone set up on my own joinery, so I've got a workshop all set up now and got a lad working for me, so it's been difficult really for the time to practice, but yeah, that seems to be going well. So once I get that on its feet, it's going to give me a lot more time to practice and follow my dream, as they say.
He automatically made it to the final stage of UK Q School in 2021, but failed to make it past the last 16 on any of the 4 days, meaning that he once again failed to gain a card. However, during that year, he was able to top the UK Challenge Tour Order of Merit by just £100, earning him a 2-year tour card from the start of 2022. This win also got him a place in the 2021 Grand Slam, where he was cruelly eliminated in the group stage, despite winning 2 games, and at Ali Pali, where he beat Ted Everts on debut. Following this game, he revealed that he hadn't practiced nearly enough due to the business, and that he nearly declined the tour card for this reason.
I think I've approached it wrong. I mean, I've not put nowhere near as enough time in as I should have, because I've got other things going on, but you know, I look at it now as it's a bonus for me. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I mean, it was difficult, genuinely difficult, because of other things I've got going on. And
he was narrowly beaten by Joe Cullen in the next round. He made a great start to life with a tour card, winning his first PDC title at the 6th Players Championship event of 2022, where he beat Ricky Evans in the final to win £12,000. However, he was absent from the next 2 Players Championship events, as they were held in Germany. He also missed the Euro Tour a few months later due to a cancelled flight. Towards the end of the year, he spoke out again about his situation.
You know, before I got the card, I started up the business, and basically every penny we've ever sort of saved up, I put into that, so I need to make that work, you know, for my family and everything. I just invested so much into it, so yeah, I'm trying to get that off the floor, to be honest.
What is it you're doing?
So it's joinery. We make sort of stairs, windows, doors, anything really.
That does sound like an awful lot of work. And like, so you even practicing when you're back, or is it your practice only comes when you go away to the darts?
Yeah, I kind of pick them up weekend to weekend at the moment, but
At Ali Pali, he recovered from 1-0 and 2-1 down to beat Sebastian Bielecki in a deciding set. He then beat James Wade in a deciding set in the following round, before losing in a deciding set to Gabriel Clemens, having missed a match start from 126 in the 6th set. He finished his first year with a tour card with a Players' Championship average of 94, the 27th highest of any player to play more than 25 games. At the start of this year, he played in the first 11 Players' Championship events. In all of the first 5 events, he won his first round game, reaching the last 32 twice and the quarter-final once. In the next 6 events, he lost in the first round 4 times, and after the 11th event, he withdrew from the event on the following day at very late notice. He's played on 3 Eurotour events this season so far, getting to the second round twice and the third round once. However, he has turned down the opportunity to play in 3 more, practically killing his chances of qualifying for the World Match Play for the first time, which is huge for any player. Ahead of the 3rd Eurotour event of the year, he was offered the chance to play from the reserve list, but he declined the opportunity. Ahead of this event, he was just £250 off of the match play. He also withdrew from the Austrian Open in April, which he had attended the qualifier for personal reasons. Ahead of this event, he was just a single place off of the match play. In June, he withdrew from the last two Players' Championship events, which took place in Germany. Ahead of these events, he still had a good chance at qualifying for the match play. Despite missing them, his chances still remained, as he had qualified for the final event before the cut-off, the 10th Eurotour event. However, he also withdrew from this event, fully killing his chance at the match play. This chance was already going to be hard, as his withdrawals has meant that he was going to have to reach the final, but he had attended the qualifier for the event and prevented others from making it. To add to the frustration, during the Eurotour over the weekend, he was in Rotherham in the UK at the UKDA National Finals, where he managed to win the men's singles, posting 5 averages over 90. He still has a chance at getting to the Grand Prix, but if his current withdrawals continue, the same will likely happen. Whilst Jim is perfectly within his right, and probably smart to prioritise his business in the long term, it is strange to see a player seemingly turn down the chance at qualifying for the match play, especially when playing over the weekend anyway. Anyway, now we have our players confirmed for the match play, let's take a look at some of the qualifiers. The highest player on the main order of merit not to qualify was Callum Ridds, but it was good to see him pick up a win on the Eurotour this weekend, especially after the incidents I covered in a video a few weeks ago. I also would have liked to see Riccardo Pietreczko qualify, as he's been very exciting this year so far, and it's also a shame that Jan van Veen has missed out, with his prize money from last year not counting, as he didn't have a tour card at the time. But there are some really exciting players in those Pro Tour spots, including Mike De Decker, who has been on a rapid ascent, particularly at the end of last season and the start of this year. He's looked really good, and I'm excited to see him, as well as the return of Steve Beaton to the match play, which is just crazy. We've also got Barney back, which, when you take a look at his situation just a few years ago, is crazy to think as well, and Anderson being there is just great to see. Could he go on a run to the title again this year, after what we've seen over recent weeks? James Wade, the final qualifier from the main order of merit, will also be exciting to see if he can keep up the form he had on the Eurotour over the weekend. And of course, we've got all the heavy hitters: Smith, Wright, Van Gogh, Cross, Humphreys, you know the rest. Let me know who you think is going to win the match play in the comments below.